Alright everybody, welcome to luimarco. So the next day after the fight, GSP versus Johnny Hendricks. So I'm all relaxed, I'm no longer hyped, just woke up actually. Took the time to watch several videos, several interviews and rewatch what happened yesterday, and I'm here to tell you what I still think about it. Pretty much this picture resumes, or basically it is a concentrate of what happened yesterday. This dude right here to the right, Johnny Hendricks, busted the hell out of GSP. Admittedly, I mean GSP came back actually in the press conference, and he confessed that he is busted. His head was destroyed. He does not feel his brain, and even after the fight he said that he lost memory, right? Nonetheless, you know, fanboys will always be fanboys. And personally, I was rolling for GSP, right? Because I'm always rolling for him. I mean, not only he's my homeboy from my city, but you know, he's a champion since ever. However, if you guys are following me, I was honest enough to tell you that GSP is slowing down since this fight versus Jake Shield, which happened, if I'm not mistaken, in 2011. It was in Toronto. Surely he won decisively versus Jake Shield, but however, he started to slow down. He was no longer the same man. And please notice, let's do a comparison between back in the day right now. You can see GSP here. Look at the muscularity. You guys know I am into lifting, I am into fitness, so I have an eye. With time, you will develop an exercised eye. And GSP was definitely in better shape physically. Look at his calves. He had one of the craziest calves in the UFC, right? And he was going versus this guy right here, Thiago Alves. Look at that muscularity. And even this guy was outpowered literally by GSP back then. He had nothing for him. GSP was still muscular. He had that crazy neck development, and Thiago Alves had nothing for him. So GSP won decisively, right? Or versus Dan Hardy, another strong dude. He had absolutely nothing versus GSP. It was all GSP. He basically dominated him, almost submitted him. GSP at that time was bigger. Let's bring you back a long time ago. Look at the traps development of GSP. Yesterday was not the same. GSP is known to have this crazy neck development that basically literally connects his thick neck to that solid base of traps. Yesterday though guys, these are some pictures from yesterday. He did not even lift. He was so small, it was not even funny, right? I'm gonna try to find some pictures dating from yesterday. But if you have an exercise eye, you will notice that the dude is no longer as jacked as before. And I noticed this right away. I wrote this on my Facebook as soon as the bout started. What happened? We don't know. GSP is talking about some personal issues. I don't know what happened, but one thing was for sure, yesterday was a mess. And Dana White, I've hardly ever seen him that mad after a match. He's crazy. He's mad about the judges, about the commission. He's saying it needs to change, or we will be losing a lot of fans. We will be losing a lot of credibility because of this, right? And the fans do not excuse that. So that's what happened. In reality, due to the right, won decisively. And if you guys saw the game, saw the fight, it is the first time ever, and I'm weighing my words here, the first time ever that we've seen GSP being outpowered physically. We're not talking about technique here, or basically getting hit by a lucky shot. No, physically, GSP was not able to terminate and to accomplish his famous takedown. I mean, dude has almost 86% of takedown accuracy. Yesterday, he had nothing on Hendricks. It was the contrary actually. Hendricks was taking him almost at will. He was controlling him, manhandled him, and basically putting him against the cage repeatedly, right? That's what happened, guys. GSP is speaking about retirement, and personally, I was hoping he will retire as soon as possible, because he's no longer the shining star he was. He made his money, granted, but I am sorry. Yesterday, the resume of yesterday was this: GSP being busted continuously, repeatedly, on a daily by this young comer. Every dog has his day. The lion is no more. A new king need to rise in the UFC. And not only this, there are some crazy 170s coming at him. Crazy 170s coming at him. So he will no longer last. What I'm thinking is going to happen, there will be a rematch. For sure it's going to be a rematch. Because, you know, he said, I love UFC. I'm talking about GSP. I cannot let down the UFC. He'll try to come back. I don't know. I don't know what GSP, what kind of creatine he was taking. But that creatine is no longer working on GSP. That's what all I can say. The creatine or whatever supplement GSP was taking no longer has effect on him. He looks somehow, how can I say it? He looks burnt, right? If you are familiar with fitness, you will know what I'm talking about. He looks physically burnt. His physique is no longer responding properly. He's lacking that 10% who was giving him, that was giving him a serious edge, right? And it goes into the same optique. If you guys are following MMA, his trainer from TriStar, what's his name? Firaz Zahabi said a few weeks ago that GSP probably will retire before 35 years old. And I agree with him. He is no longer the same beast. Whatever magical potion he was taking back in the day to be excellent probably is working no more, right? So GSP, you know, the reign is over. I'm calling the reign is over for GSP. Tell me what you think about it, guys. Please be realistic. Yesterday I had a lot of talks with fanboys who were still rolling for GSP, saying that he won and this and that, and probably that Johnny Hendricks tapped during the first round. No, he did not tap, actually. He was just pushing the dude after he was released from the guillotine, right? So what's right is right. Everybody saw that Johnny Hendricks win. As a matter of fact, Dana White gave only the third round for GSP and the 4 others completely to Johnny Hendricks. And guess what? I tend to agree on it daily. Salute you wherever you are. Tell me what you think about it. God bless you all.